I have a controversial statement which might draw some ire. I'm sure many will rush to disagree with me, but I am going to go out on a limb and call the United States a fourth world nation. That's right, a fourth world nation beneath that of a third world nation. The problem of the United States is much more severe, and it's hidden. National and international news headlines do not convey the true depth of American criminality. One must look at local news stations and get into an algorithm which is properly configured to show them the things that are happening on a daily basis. And when one does, one discovers that there is not a single day that goes by that there are not dozens of murders across this country. Economic corruption of all types, local governance which is corrupt, contractors failing to do their work or stealing money, bank accounts being hacked and stolen, murders that most people are completely unaware of by the dozen daily. It doesn't matter what zip code you're in. The nicest areas, places like Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Miami, Florida, Hollywood, Florida, the Florida Keys, no matter where you are no more than a 10-minute drive away from a ghetto. You could be in the nicest neighborhood, and you will be in close proximity to a group of people who would shoot you dead for nothing just because they're so angry at their lack of capacity to live. The vast majority of Americans cannot survive the American economic climate. The aristocracy simply do not care. They have the same sort of attitudes as the aristocracy in the French Revolution. They just simply do not care that society is collapsing. Probably 3/10, 4/10 of American are economically destitute. Probably a further 4/10 would be barely surviving. So 8/10 of Americans are economically struggling. And then 1/10 would be doing fairly well in a middle class lifestyle without much pressure. And not even so much as 1/10 of Americans are truly doing well economically. Probably 1/10 of 1%. And as far as we can see, there's no political capital that is seeking to remedy this situation. There's no group of people who are really trying to fix this. No matter where you go, your life is at risk because there are tens of millions of people who are aware they will die in poverty. That is why the USA is a fourth world nation.